it's a little bright. Hello, how's everyone doing? I just got out of the shower. Actually, Matt and I just got off of work probably like an hour ago. And then we got home probably like 10-15 minutes ago, and I just took a quick shower. But on the way home, we stopped by Lawson's because we haven't had a proper dinner yet. And I picked up, I wanted something warm because it's like really cold today. For Okinawa, it's cold. Some of you guys are going to be like, but it's actually pretty cold for Okinawa. It's 52 degrees and it's going to go as low as 48 tonight. Like it says 52 degrees, but down here it says feels like 45 degrees. In fact, I just swiped to San Francisco, and San Francisco is 50 degrees right now, low of 48. So where is cold as San Francisco? So that's pretty cold. I wanted something warm for dinner, so I picked up, here, let me show you guys. I got Okinawa soba that I can microwave. I've had 7-Eleven Okinawa sobas and they're okay. I've had Family Marts. I don't think I've actually had Lawson's one though. We'll see how that does. So here's my Okinawa soba. Let me make sure that the camera zoomed. Is it zoomed in on me? Hello? Okay, we're good. Wait. Oh, alright. Let's try this thing. Oh my gosh. Well, I gotta take a swig of my green tea first. Honestly, this is like the most common green tea brand, but it's honestly my favorite. I love oyocha. Almost 1 o'clock in the morning. It's 12:36 and I don't like eating this late, but I didn't have a proper dinner, so that's hot. Oh, I gotta turn on my cold. That's a little bit more. There we go. Okay, and then get this in there. So we all know Okinawa soba is all about the broth, so we should taste that broth here. See, I'm a little disappointed because in 7-Eleven, they actually give you like this, and another layer like this, where they actually put the noodles and all the stuff so that it doesn't get soggy in the broth. But for the Lawson's one, it's already like the noodles are already like sitting in the broth. Broth is actually not bad. Let's try the noodles. Okay. That's not bad, Lawson's. I'm gonna give you credit for that. That's actually pretty good. Guess what? Guess what day it is, guys? It's your girl's birthday. The most important day out of the year. One of these days, my birthday is gonna be a national holiday. Probably even an international holiday. I'm joking. I'd be surprised if anyone ever knows my birthday. My birthday is today, January 8th. And it's actually today. Because I was born in Japan, so January 8th, because it's January 7th in the States right now. Technically, I'm not 32 yet. I wasn't born until 7:57 a.m. in 1989, and it's 12:38 right now. So I still have a few hours. My mom's probably either headed to the hospital or probably in labor. Fun fact, I was born a few hours after Emperor Hirohito, which was the emperor during World War II. Japan had just turned into a new era, like a new dynasty. A new emperor took over. We just went from Showa to Heisei. I was born on the first day of the Heisei era. Fun fact, my dad always joked that I was the reincarnation of Emperor Hirohito. Thanks, Dad. The other day I was watching the countdown with my mom at her pharmacy. Every year we watch the Johnny's Jr. Countdown, which is Johnny's Jr. is a big talent agency specifically for boys in Japan. They produce some of the biggest well-known boy bands in Japan, like Arashi, KAT-TUN, News, like Tokyo, SMAP, but like all of those people were produced through Johnny's. Arashi, one of the boy bands, I think they're a little bit older than me. They're probably like 35, 36, maybe 37. They started when they were teenagers. I hadn't seen them in a while, and then one of their commercials came on, and I looked at him and I was like, wow, they look a lot older. And my mom turns to me and she's like, you look a lot older. I was like, I was actually a little hurt. I was like, Mom, how dare you? It's funny because like Some people will look at me and they're like, wow, like my coworkers. I'm actually the same age as most of them, but they didn't know that I was in my 30s. They thought I was in like my mid-20s. It might have not been my looks. It actually might just be the way I act. So maybe my immaturity just like doesn't make me look as old as I am. The other day, I was on a Twitch stream and a 16-year-old kid came over and hung out in my chat. He was like, how old are you? I was like, I don't know, guess. And he's like, I don't know, like late 30s. I was like, you son of a bitch, you get your ass out of here. Frickin' kids. What do they know? Enjoy youth while it lasts, little boy. You know, it's actually funny. I have so many friends who dread going into their 30s, or they dread being in their 30s, or they dread like turning 40 and, you know, so on, 50 and 60. My mom is turning 62 because her and I are like exactly 30 years apart. She was lamenting over the fact that she was about to be 62. I get it, you know, like nobody wants to get older. Nobody wants to, because when you get older, you feel it in your, you do start to feel it in your body. I think every person I know who hit their 30s was like, the moment I hit 30, like I started feeling it in my body. They were like, one day I could just spring right out of bed, and then all of a sudden I hit 30, and the next day I'm like clutching my back because my bones hurt or my muscles hurt. You know, nobody wants to get older. Nobody wants to look older. I think more than anything, it's not necessarily about looking or feeling older. It's more that your body doesn't recover as fast, or you can't, you know, the older you get, the less you can move. That's probably the part that most people don't enjoy. But, you know, I actually don't really have an issue of getting older. I think it's cool. I think it's awesome. You know, the fact that I could reach another milestone, the fact that I could be 32, like, such a blessing. Because we associate getting older with less mobility and all this stuff, and then eventually that leads to our death. And I think the more and more we grow older, we start thinking about that. You know, death isn't picky. Death doesn't wait for you to turn 100 and all of a sudden it takes you, you know, like death can happen at any time, at any moment. And when you think about that, being able to reach another milestone, to reach another age, I think is so amazing and such a blessing and such a gift, especially after 2020 with the pandemic and so many people who lost their lives from young to old. Nobody is guaranteed anything. My dad's sister, so my aunt, she lost her baby boy to SIDS, and he was, you know, he wasn't even 1 year old. So he didn't even get to experience, you know, being a toddler and going to school for the first time, or going to junior high, driving a car, getting his first girlfriend. You know, he never got to experience anything. And there's so many people like that, you know. There's people who don't get to reach the age of 32, don't get to reach the age of 62, don't get to reach the age of 80, 90, 100. Like, there's a lot of people who don't get to reach that age. My dad died when he was in his early 50s. When I think about things that way, and I see like my birthday coming around the corner, I get excited. I know I sound like a freaking new age hippie, but it's true. Like, I'm genuinely grateful that I got to experience another lap around the sun, because the truth is not everyone does get to experience that. And if I'm lucky enough, I'll get to see 33. I'm just grateful that I got to make it this far, and I'm so grateful for every day that I get to be here. I'm just so excited for like everything that I plan on doing in 2021. 2020 didn't go as well as I thought it was gonna go for many reasons, but honestly, it was one of my most productive years. And what 2020 taught me, what 31 had taught me, was that no matter what happens, I may not be able to control what happens to the world, but I can definitely control what I do in this world. No matter what happens in 2021, no matter what happens when I'm 32, I'm gonna make the best of this year. There may be a lot of great things that happen, and there may be a lot of sad things that happen, but regardless, I'm excited for the challenges, and I'm so grateful. I'm just so grateful that I am here today celebrating my birthday. 32 years old. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish my Okinawa soba. I'm gonna finish my green tea. Maybe not. I might put half of it in the fridge. I don't know. But I'm gonna relax for the rest of this night. Midnight? It's midnight. So I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna go to bed. And then when I wake up It'll still be my birthday. I'll officially be 32 because most likely I'll get up after 7:57 in the morning. I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. I know this was kind of like a short talkin' vloggin. I always say that, and then like right now the minutes on the clock is almost about to hit 20, and by the time I cut this down it'll probably be like 10 minutes, 12 minutes, 13 minutes. But that's a short talkin' vloggin' for me. I mean, let's be honest, guys. All right, I'm gonna go. I love you guys. The next time you see me, I will actually be 32. But mark it on your calendar, guys, for future reference. January 8th, the most important day of the year, my birthday. It's also Elvis Presley's birthday, and I recently found out it's also Kim Jong-un's, the North Korean dictator's birthday. So I'm sharing a lot of birthdays with questionable world leaders. What does that say about me? All right, love you guys. Peace. Bye. Boop.